Oh, welcome. This is your boy, the host with the most, but humble. And I do mean humble. D Nostradamus, aka Derek, and I'm here on the very first Wrestle Cram podcast. Yes. Give it up for everybody. Give it up. This is the very first Wrestle Cram podcast where I'm trying to bring everything together or whatnot into one singular day or whatnot. I'm going to be doing, of course, some news. We're going to talk about, of course, FTR. And are they in or are they out of the WWE or AEW? Also, we will be talking about Bray Wyatt. Is he gone? What's going on with Bray Wyatt? What is literally going on with Bray Wyatt? After that, we're going to talk about AEW having another show. Okay? And of course, we're going to talk about WWE Raw yesterday. We will be talking about that. And at the very end of my review of Monday Night Raw, I will be doing a my 2 cent or a random thought about a particular person that should take the belt off of the tribal chief himself, the needle pusher, God mode Roman freaking Reigns. I know I just destroyed Seth. I'm sorry, Seth. But Roman Reigns or whatnot, who I truly think right now is probably the best WWE champion of all time. I'll talk about that a little later as well. Probably somewhat further down. But let's do some updates first. I just want to do some updates first. No, I am not full-time as of right now, okay? I am still trying to do some kinks, learn a little bit more, whatnot. I promise you, eventually, I will be doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. Sunday, of course, will be the Dirt Sheet Roundup. Monday, we'll have some, that's going to be the brand new show that I just introduced to y'all a couple of weeks ago called The Tag In. That will be probably stuff that I promote off of, let's say, for instance, if it's a pay-per-view that's Sunday, other than WrestleMania, because WrestleMania will get its own, that's going to get its own thing altogether. Now probably, some pay-per-views that happen on Sunday, I will be promoting that on the Tag In. Also, I will be doing the review of Monday Night Raw. Also, I will be doing some news on that show as well, followed by some random thoughts. That's only what's going to happen on Monday. Tuesdays are going to be the podcast itself, where I am talking about news as well that happened yesterday. Also, I will be doing the review of Monday Night Raw and my 2 cents at the very end. Wednesdays will be, of course, news and NXT reviews, followed by some random thoughts or my 2 cents as well. Thursdays will be, of course, AEW Dynamite, followed with some news and, of course, random thoughts at the very end. Also, Friday will be, of course, the double header where I will be talking about AEW Rampage, Friday night SmackDown, and news as well. But there's going to be a twist on Fridays. What is it going to be? I am going to do a top 10 of wrestlers of the week. I don't care who it's going to be. It's going to be what I like in every single wrestler that I have seen. So those are going to be where I am going to rank the best wrestlers of the week. All right? That's what's going to happen on Fridays. They're not going to be a random thoughts. The top 10 will be the random thoughts of Friday. Okay? First and foremost, thank y'all so much for being a part of the show. You're watching it today. You're watching it tomorrow. You're watching it next week. I truly do thank you from the bottom of my heart to the depths of my loins. I truly do thank you. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe to your boy, okay? I am loving every single comment. Make sure those comments are very nice. If they're not nice, I'm still going to read them regardless of the situation, and I will try my hardest to respond to those comments. But let's talk about the news. I got three specific things that I want to talk about the news. You know your boy loves news. You know your boy enjoy reading the news. How about that? But anyway, let's talk about it. FTR, are they in All Elite Wrestling? Okay then. So will we see the Revival go back to the WWE, or have FTR re-signed with AEW? We truly, honestly, to this day, do not know if FTR has re-signed with AEW or the Revival went back to the WWE. Word on the street is that FTR has re-signed with AEW, being that their contracts will expire next month. What was it? Next month in April. They're going to expire. So I don't know what's going on, because it's truly weird to me that we have Dax Harwood. Please go subscribe to that awesome, when I do say awesome, podcast, the FTR with Dax Harwood. And he says so apparently that the podcast has saying nothing truly has changed due to the fact that we have FTR coming in after the match at Revolution that the Gun Club did retain titles, beating the crap out of them. We're coming back. We're back. And the crazy part about it is that we did get a tweet from Dax saying legally can't speak on it, but in a couple of weeks we will let the fans know. We owe it to y'all to the opportunities we have in front of us. Love y'all. Honestly, this is truly very weird, and I will say this again, during the fact that y'all are in a heated angle with the tag champions in AEW, which makes zero sense. Head explosion that this is going on. Now, I will put just a little twist on it. I truly think that FDR did re-sign with AEW, because I truly think, me being a fantasy booker or a owner of a major wrestling organization, I'm not going to put a person going out of the company into an angle as huge as this. Now, true enough, the Gun Club are not the best opponents for FDR. We're still waiting on, of course, the Young Bucks and FDR 3, so the Young Bucks can get their win back. But right now, it looks like the Elite have came back together, and we're going to get a blood and guts with, of course, who is it? We're going to get blood and guts with the entire Elite versus whoever they're. Well, it looks like it's going to be the Blackpool Combat Club, but that's 4 against 3, so I don't know who the fourth man is going to be, or who is going to all join, because it's usually 5 on 5. It's only 4 on the Elite side and 3 on the Blackpool Combat side. So are we going to recruit? I digress. Let's get back to the FDR, where, just like I said, I'm putting my Booker cap on, and I'm like, I am truly not going to put FDR into a feud with the AEW World Tag Titles. Makes no sense. I truly think that they have re-signed. I do think Cody Rhodes is probably in their ear. They have to be. It has to be, because look how Cody Rhodes is doing right now. He's doing a great job over there in the WWE. Come on, really? He won the freaking Royal Rumble, and he's facing the Tribal Chief. So I guarantee something is going on. I guarantee something has to happen, had to have happened, where I think FTR is probably going to take those belts off of the Gun Club, and they will hopefully, if the Young Bucks are already out the door, and we already know that they're out of the door, go ahead and get this feud, the very last feud between those two, hopefully, because it looks like they have re-signed, and the Young Bucks are out the door. Get that match going on. Have FTR go over and shit Jim Cornette and Brian Last up. I love y'all. I love Brian Last and Jim Cornette, but usually shit them up because they have been wanting this match for the longest or whatnot. Y'all go check out the Jim Cornette and Brian Last podcast. I love it. It's one of the best things I watch other than Going in Raw. Please go watch Going in Raw with Steven Larson as well. Love you guys. You are the pinnacle, no pun intended, of wrestling podcasts. All right, so let's talk about Bray Wyatt. Is Bray Wyatt gone? We don't know what's going on. We have not seen any segments with Bobby Lashley and Bray in a while. What is going on? I have a little bit of information for you guys. So the news is very weird with Bray Wyatt. We don't know a lot about the Bray Wyatt situation. The story of Bray is getting really old, really stale, really fast. And that's creepy due to the fact that we had the Bray from the swamps of Louisiana, which was really good. Shout out to Louisiana. But, we had a really good Bray Wyatt faction when he first came to NXT and into the main roster, which was really good. Then we went to the Bray Wyatt of where he was the Soul Eater or the World Eater or God Eater or whatever it was with the Randy Orton situation. And then we got the Funhouse Firefly with the more Mr. Rogers type of Bray Wyatt, which was extremely good. The Fiend was really, really good. Now, if I had to choose all three, of course, the swamps of Louisiana Bray, and then the Fiend, and then after that, the World Eater Bray, which I still not a huge fan of. But this new adaptation of Bray is just, I'm not feeling it. A lot of people aren't feeling it. I think Bray is Watanda is a really good character, regardless of the situation. But we are still not getting the best of Bray. Now, even the PW Insider and the Wrestling Observer have confirmed that he is with illness. We don't know what the illness is, but we do know that he is suffering from some type of illness, which is allowing him to sit out. It does not seem that Bray Wyatt may not be at WrestleMania this year due to the fact that Bobby Lashley has tweeted saying that this is not going to deter me away from my WrestleMania moment. If I have to get a new opponent, that will happen. The thing is, we have 2 weeks away from WWE WrestleMania. So who will it be, and how can you build to this? The only thing that I can truly think of is that we get Stone Cold. We call Stone Cold in there. Stone Cold wins and beats Bobby Lashley. That's just my opinion. But Dave Meltzer has some more stuff that's going on. He wants to talk. I've just quoted him. He said he's ill. He's supposed to be on. He's supposed to be at Friday's show, and he was not. That was last Friday. He's still. Let me see where I'm at. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. Ill. They did not do a quick. They did do a quick tease of him, so he'll be gone from the. No, they're saying that he's not going to be gone from the company. He is sick. Of course, my apologies. My script is horrible. I do apologize. Of course, they said that Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania, he did not give an answer and they will not promise the match either on WrestleMania. So now they are still on the fence. They're on the maintenance and trying to see what's going on. Hopefully Bray is okay. Hopefully Bray it can recover, and we wish everybody over there okay. But there's one more thing I want to talk about. The person that was writing for Bray, he is no longer with the company as well. I forgot the young man's name, but he is gone from the company. He was, I'm guessing, with the company for 9 years. So I don't know what is going on in a whole when it comes to Bray, Bobby, WrestleMania, even him coming back as a character altogether. All I can say is that if we can get old school Bray back, if we can get the old school Bray back, I promise you, and get him a faction, get him a Wyatt family faction. It looks like they are going to try to split those belts before SummerSlam. I mean, come on, really. There are so many opportunities that we can have with Bray being a champion in his own right. I mean, it's a lot of possibilities, or even a title chaser. I mean, come on. I truly think that can happen. First, I want to stop. Do you like my shirt? I got this shirt from my mother. She found it at the Goodwill, by all means, which is really weird because I truly enjoy this shirt. Shout out to my mother for, I had to go over her house. I looked at her, like, can I have the shirt? She was like, yeah. So shout out to my mom for the Pokemon shirt. It has Pikachu, of course, Squirtle, Charmander, and Venusaur, but whatnot. So we got that. I just wanted to shout out to my mom. Whatnot. I love my mom. So after that, now we have we're gonna get a new show, a new wrestling show on AEW on Warner Discovery. Apparently, the third show will take place just like Rampage. It's going to be an hour-long, probably pre-taped show, and it will be announced pretty soon. They saying up to 2 to 3 months that we may get the announcement of this show, and it will take the time slot of the notorious, horrible, crappy WCW Thunder, which was on Saturdays. In that time slot, I think it was between 7 or 8 or 6 and 7. I don't care. AEW looks like they have trademarked another name. We don't know what the name of the show is going to be, but they have trademarked Collision amongst other names for this show. I will say this, first and foremost, because a lot of AEW people hate me, apparently, I enjoy AEW. I enjoy the product to a certain extent. But if you had to choose between AEW and WWE, WWE is still the superior brand. And it is so many reasons why they are the superior brand. No disrespect to AEW and how they're doing it. I respect Tony Khan. I think I'm a huge Tony Khan fan. But you have one flagship show. You have the flagship show, which is Dynamite, which is a pretty decent product. After that, you have Rampage, which is the worst stuff to get through in life. It is the worst stuff to get through. And I promise you, I hate to sound like this, but it is really hard. So now you want us, the fans, to go through another hour of bullshit. I'm doing my inner Corey Holcomb. Bullshit on Saturday, where I have stuff to do on. I will not be covering this show. Sorry. Okay? You heard it from your boy Dino Stradavis. I will not be covering. If I cover this show, it's going to be on Mondays. Alright? I refuse, because Rampage is so hard to get through. It is crazy. How about this? This is just, how about this? How about a random thought type situation? How about we put Ring of Honor on TV? How about that? How about you put Ring of Honor on TV? It's 2 hours. You can get rid of that trash Rampage and the trash this Collision. Get rid of those two. Put some quality stuff. We have not seen Eddie King. I want to see Eddie Kingston on my TV. How about that? Eddie Kingston should be on my TV at least once a week. I'm just throwing it at you, Tony. Just throwing it at you, Tony. I know you watch the show. Put Eddie Kingston back on my TV. How about that? So after that, those are my news for today. I will be doing now, of course, the WWE review. I'm going to try to put this in probably 10 to 15 minutes. Hopefully I can do that. Bear with me. This is the very first Wrestle I'm going to get to Wrestle Cram podcast. So I'm going to try to wrap it all up in about 15 minutes. So we did get the opening between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. If you don't know, they did finally reconcile on Friday. Oh my God, it gave me goosebumps. This Bloodline storyline is just so good, it makes no sense. So they're talking about that. The fans are now liking Kevin, and the fans are now liking us. Well, they are in love with Sami. I'm in love with Sami. And out comes, of course, the Usos. The Usos come out. They're saying that you are a backstabber. And this is the thing that I got out of this segment. Sami told Jay that I'm a backstabber, but you have been trying to stab Roman in the back since day one. And Jay puts his head down. He's like, yeah. So Kevin's like, yo, since y'all don't have an opponent, we don't have an opponent, let's take those titles off of you at WrestleMania. Jimmy says, no, y'all haven't even been a tag team for like 30 seconds, let alone there's more people in the locker room that truly deserve this match, which he's telling the truth. But Jimmy stops him and says, you know what? Let's make it official. We're going to go ahead and challenge for those titles. They get in the ring. The faces do stand tall. And Jay and Jimmy do leave the ring. After that, we get on the Titantron that the Tribal Chief has arrived in, where are they at? Are they in St. Louis? They're in St. Louis. Him and Solo Sikoa, and of course, the wise man, Paul Heyman. After that, we get Logan Paul. They're just announcing that Logan Paul will be the host of WrestleMania. Yay. I don't get that. But anyway, after that, we get a really nice Austin Theory and Montez Ford match. If you do not see the potential in Montez Ford, I need you to stop and look at more of Montez Ford. He is jacked. He looks like he is trimmed from stone itself. And when I tell you this guy has it all, he has the charisma, he has the mic skills. What more do you need from Montez Ford? But we do know that Montez Ford is not the centerpiece of this match. We do know that Austin Theory is the centerpiece of this match due to the fact that he is facing John Cena at WrestleMania. Beautiful match. That's all I can say. Beautiful match. But we do get a beautiful A-Town down onto Montez Ford. And I want to say this before. We get a beautiful standing drop kick by Austin Theory. When I tell you Austin Theory is the future as well, beautiful, beautiful drop kick by Austin Theory. A-Town down. We do see that that he does win. After the match, Theory gets on the mic. That's the only not strong suit with Theory. He did have some blood, some snot, lots of particles in his face. And he says he didn't believe in me, which is, he was talking about Ford. And John Cena does not believe in me, but he will believe in me at WrestleMania. After that, we get a Bloodline segment where all the Bloodline is in his private area. not private area, but his locker room. I'm sorry. Um, and they're all talking. Roman is saying, "Hey, apparently, y'all, this is not the high suit of what I wanted, especially at the front of the show. Y'all are not doing your job." And he talks to Jay. He said, he told everybody to leave. He told Jay to stay. He said, "Who gave you the authority to challenge for those titles? You're not part of the bloodline." And he says, "But he says, are you a part of the bloodline?" Jay told him, "Yes, I'm a part of the bloodline." And he told him, "We will win. We're going to take care of this situation as soon as everything's taken care of." After that, he said, Roman told Jay, "I love you." He leaves. The wise man pops in. He says, "Do you have everything that you needed? Do you have the answers that you needed?" He looked at Paul Heyman and he said, "Yes, I have everything I need." I thought that was very interesting. I don't. We'll talk about it later on. How about that? We'll talk about it later on. After that, they have announced a fatal four-way tag showcase match for WrestleMania, which is going to be the Alpha Academy, the Viking Raiders, the Street Profits, and Braun Strowman and Ricochet. That match will be at WrestleMania. That's the men's side. Now we will have a women's side that will be announced, I'm thinking, next week, probably SmackDown, of 4 participants. I'm guessing at the end of these matches, they will be the number 1 contenders for the titles. I'm guessing. I hope that's what's going to happen. But out comes Chelsea Green, and she's saying that Carmella is not able to perform, so she has another tag partner, which is Piper. So that's going to be her new person, our new tag partner. Adam Pearce says, "Yeah, we will have a women's showcase tag match as well at WrestleMania." I'm guessing these matches are going to be the first matches. Hopefully they are not even on the main card. We will see. After that, we get Omos versus Mustafa Ali. Mustafa. Apparently, he is now positive man now. So he goes. He says nothing is impossible. I'm going to win with a smile on my face. Dolph Ziggler is looking or whatnot in the background, like. So after that, we get a very quick match. That double choke slam by Omos. 1, 2, 3. MVP gets in there. Says no. Omos does not fear a man, monster, or a beast. At WrestleMania, he will be the superior person. I'm kind of intrigued on this match. I know that a lot of people are upset behind this match. I know a lot of people think that Vince McMahon has booked this match, but I am truly intrigued about this match. So let's check and see what happens with this match. All right, guarantee it's going to be on night 1. It has to be on night 1. Night 2 is where the good stuff is going to be in. So after that, we get a Logan Paul Goldberg type entrance. He's with his dad. We get a impulsive, and he talks about where he doesn't need a guest this go around, and he shows that he knocked out Seth Rollins. Seth freaking Rollins. He talks about the ex-team of of course, the St. Louis Rams, who are now the Rams of LA. He just craps on everything that is the fan base, which he's supposed to do because he is a heel now. Now, once again, taking Logan out of the mix when it comes to all the stuff that he's doing, I don't like it. But as a character and as his in-ring performance, he's doing a really great job. I do really like Logan Paul, hands down. Great job when it comes to him taking care of what he needs to take care of, which is hopefully night 2, because this is going to be a really good match. This is going to be a barn burner, I promise you. So he continues to talk, and apparently his mic is going out, and we get Seth freaking Rollins. He's in the sound room where he's messing with everything. He turns on his music. He walks out. He attempts. He was about to talk, but he doesn't. He spears Logan. They start fighting, and Logan gives him another Superman go to sleep punch and knocks out Seth again. After that, we get a Dominic Mysterio, versus Johnny Gargano. Johnny is just not getting over with the main roster. I hate that. And the way it's looking, that since he's not getting over with the main roster, they put him back in a match with oh God, goodness gracious, Grayson Waller or whatnot, to face him at Stand and Deliver. So we will see what's going on with that. But Dominic still wants that match with, of course, his father, which will be inducted into the Hall of Fame. So we will see what happens with that situation. The match wasn't the best. It was a lackluster match with me. We got a beautiful 5-star frog splash off the top rope from Dominic Mysterio on the back of Johnny Gargano for him to get the win. He gets on the mic. He's saying that you're not going to give me this match, but I guarantee that I'm going to get the blessing from my mother on Friday for this match to happen. I guarantee this match is going to happen. It's going to be a good match, a great match. After that, we get Roman, not Roman, but the Usos with the Wise Man. The Wise Man is telling everybody has the rest of the day off. They have food, all sorts of deliciousness that Paul Heyman was saying. It sounded so delicious times 12. But he also wanted Solo to stay with him. Solo will be on the by the side of course, Roman Reigns. After that, we get a Edge video package saying that he is going to destroy Finn Balor. I disagree with that, but it seems like it's going to be a pretty good match as well. After that, we get a Rhea Ripley promo with a ton of what chants, which I'm not getting. I'm not getting that. That truly upset me times 12. Rhea Ripley made a valid point where she challenged Charlotte for her title, which Rhea Ripley was the NXT Women's Champion at the time. Charlotte won. She was upset behind that. She's been bitter behind that for a long, long time. So now she's just saying that, of course, now the tables have turned. Rhea Ripley is in demand, and she is going to win that women's SmackDown world title from Charlotte. Out comes Damage Control. Bayley was saying that, I've beaten Charlotte at WrestleMania. I can give you some pointers. Rhea's like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. You can just chill. After that, we got a match between Bayley and Rhea Ripley. It looks like Rhea is becoming a face because, of course, Damage Control did interfere with some shenanigans. Out comes Becky Lynch. Lita and Trish Stratus to even the numbers because they are facing Damage Control at WrestleMania. So after that, Damage Control, Io Sky and Dakota Kai tried to interfere again. Trish Stratus and Lita attacks Io Sky and Dakota Kai. It's an eruption outside. We get a beautiful riptide by Rhea Ripley to win the match. After that, let me talk about that. The women's division has been very lackluster lately, but I think the promo she did was really good. We need to focus on this match more or less than the Bianca Belair and Asuka match. I don't see any upside to that match, but we'll talk about that later. After that, we get Otis, which is getting a pedicure and getting a facial and all that. Chad comes in and says, I have a match with Ricochet. I need you by my side. Maxine Dupree comes out. Just as beautiful. I mean, just beautiful young lady. And she's saying that we need him for the next photo shoot. But, of course, Otis chose Chad this go around to be by the side of Ricochet, because Ricochet, of course, has Braun Strowman by his side. They will have a match at WrestleMania with two other opponents. So they need the most momentum as possible. When I tell you that Chad Gable is a really great wrestler, it makes no sense. It was a very bad botch I didn't like when it was on the top rope. It looked like Chad could not lift Ricochet, so he just dropped him, fell all the way down, fell on his hip. It looked very, very bad. But we did get the ending of the match where Maxine does come in and grabs Otis. Otis leaves, distracting, of course, Chad Gable to give the win to Ricochet with a beautiful 5-star press onto Chad for them to win the match. After that, we get Bianca Belair and Asuka versus Piper and Chelsea Green. They're trying to, they know they have to face each other at WrestleMania. We know this. But they are in a tag team as of right now to get rid of Piper and Chelsea Green. Of course, the champion did win. She got Piper with a KOD. Piper, which is Dewdrop, got her on her shoulders for a beautiful KOD to win the match. After the match, Asuka does attack Bianca Belair, making them now rivals, and we can get this match done, hopefully. All I can say about this is that this match should not have been toward the end, because this match wasn't the best, but it still is not making any sense when it comes to my prediction, which I'm going to let you know eventually what my prediction will be for WrestleMania for that match. But it just, Bianca is just, does she need a break? My question is yes, she truly needs a break right now due to the fact that she has won, I think, all of her WrestleMania matches or whatnot. I don't know if they're trying to do a streak for her like The Undertaker, but she is doing a great job as champion, but sometimes you do get burned out. Asuka, she was a really great champion. We will see what happens if she does take that title off of Bianca Belair, but it just seems like this was poorly wrote for, these two really great opponents. It's just me. In the comments, what do you think? What do you think? After that, we got the segment of the night, which was Roman and, of course, Cody Rhodes. Lots of AEW homages. He talks about, Roman talks to Cody saying that you didn't like the Stardust thing, so you ran. You made your own company. You built your company. You ran from that. And, after you lose after WrestleMania, what are you going to do? You're going to run again? And Cody says, he's right. He's absolutely right that, I continuously run, but I did these things, to make sure that my legacy was intact. He also says that if somebody calls his dad one more time, he's going to beat the crap out of him. He is tired of that. He's saying that Dusty is not going to come outside. He is past. He is long gone. This is the era of Cody. And he says that after you lose those belts, the Usos are going to leave you. He's saying that, of course, Solo's going to leave you. And eventually that the wise man Paul Heyman is going to leave you as well. After Roman got upset, he walks away, and he's saying, he also, Solo just is looking at him. It looks like we're going to have that, Cody's getting a match at SmackDown. It looks like it will be Solo Sikoa versus Cody Rhodes. But he does say that before Solo gets out of the ring, he said, apparently you are not your own man. And Solo gets back in the ring. He takes the Taz type of towel off of him, and he was about to attack. Cody gives him a big foot, and Roman gets back and says, no, this is not the time to do this. This is not the time to do this. So Solo gets out of the ring, and roll credits or turn to black. I will say this, WWE Raw was okay. I enjoyed the segments, of course, with Sami Zayn, of course, with the Bloodline. Could really care less about the Impulsive segment. Of course, The Miz wanted some type of love as well. He didn't get that. The Bianca Belair was not the best. No disrespect to Bianca and Asuka. The Rhea Ripley I thought was very entertaining. It's just the fans were not into that, which truly sucks because I thought that was a really good segment. So, I mean, we'll talk about it. Like, share, and subscribe. Put in your comments, what do you think the Raw segment, was it good, was it bad? The whole entire Raw, was it good, was it bad? Now, let's talk about my 2 cents. This is going to be a very quick one, but I am going to talk about it because I think that this is something that should be noticeable. Sami Zayn should not be the person to take that belt off of Roman Reigns. Not even Cody Rhodes should not be the one to take that belt off of the Tribal Chief. The person that should take that title off of Roman Reigns is Jey Uso. And it should be at SummerSlam. Hands down. This is the reason why I truly think that Jey is going to be the person to take that title off. It started with Jey. Everything started with Jey. Jey wanted to be the main event guy. He saw that the Tribal Chief was turning down a wrong path. So he wanted to face him to get those demons out of him. Now, during the entire Bloodline situation, it seems like that Jey wanted to be the Tribal Chief, and it's always been that way because even though, I remember even when he said, I don't give a damn what the Tribal Chief says, and everything stopped. Everything stopped. It was so good. That's when you knew that Jey should be the man to take that title off of Roman. Even when we had the match at Elimination Chamber between Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns, he was the one that this close turned on Roman Reigns. We should get let's not forget these 2 matches that we had during the COVID era between Jey Uso and Roman Reigns, which was really one of the best, 2 of the best matches that Roman put in on those. I truly think Jey will be a great world champion. I truly think that Jimmy, by his side, will be a great person to be his mouthpiece, his hype man. You know who I think that will be? You know, like with what's that young man's name over there in NXT? The guy that's gonna beat whatever for the world title, Braun Breaker. Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams. That's how I think that Jey and Jimmy is gonna be when Jey eventually becomes a world champion, hands down. Do I think the Bloodline is going to go away? No, I truly think that Jey is going to take over as the new Tribal Chief, and it is going to keep going. Because I will say this, and I will leave it at that. This storyline is money. This is the number 1 storyline in not only WWE, but the entire wrestling organization. That's how good that Jey is. I think he is going to outshine Roman now. I do think that Roman is going to go down as one of the greatest champions of all time, Mount Rushmore level Roman Reigns. But I think it's time for somebody to take those belts off, and it will be Jey Uso. I think I spoiled myself when I'm telling you my predictions for WrestleMania, but that's what's gonna happen. I promise you. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. I love y'all so much from the bottom of my heart. Again, I do have another shirt that I'm going to be revealing eventually. It's going to be the Love, Peace, and Wrestling. My very last thing I say. And but I will be back. I will be back. I don't know when I'm going to be back, but I'm going to be back because I'm going to try to eventually get to a SmackDown and a SmackDown. I'll probably do it this week. I'm trying to do a SmackDown, and I'm trying to do a AEW Rampage one where I give you my top 10 wrestlers of the week. I want to see how that works. So once again, like, share, and subscribe, you guys. I love y'all so much. Be safe. Be safe. The best is truly yet to come. And until next time, everybody, love, peace, and of course, wrestling.